When you're ready to whip your rock out, do it with Coach Kev at Damage 365 Radio.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta. Check us out on one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or just want to dine in, let us do the dishes. We would be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning sesame seed crust pizza, the recent winner of first place in the Las Vegas Pizza Open in the Artisans Division. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers, or just stop by one of our two great locations. You'll be glad you did. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
You're listening to Damage 365 Radio, and this is ECW Original, the Angry Amish Warrior Roadkill. Chickens.
What's up, everybody? This is Coach Kev of the Damage 365 Radio Network. I want to talk to you about one of our sponsors, the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. That's right, you heard it. They're in Englishtown Flea Market in the Green Building, booth number 35. They have everything for your wrestling collectible needs. Check them out. They got figures, DVDs, cards, t-shirts, and even tickets to local independent wrestling circuits. They have that and so much more. Look, sitting here listening to me talk about it does not do it justice. Go check it out for yourself. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore in the Englishtown Flea Market, Green Building, booth number 35. Also, check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/FunkensteinINC. And tell them Coach Kev sent you.
This is former WWE superstar The Patriot, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Do not touch that dial. USA, USA, USA!
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And at this time, we'd like to welcome in a guest on the show. She's been a guest before, but we're welcoming her back as now a member of the touring party of Damage 365 Radio, former WWF and WWE Women's Champion, Jazz. Jazz, welcome back.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me. It's always good to be on your podcast.
Thank
always.
you. Now we are bringing you in Damage style. November. Well, it starts November 14th. We're flying you in. And then we got the festivities going on November 15th and 16th with big events and Warriors of Wrestling. And then we're going to be going on the 16th to Pro Wrestling World in Allentown, the museum, to do some meet and greets, meet your fans, and and have a really, really good time.
Yeah, and that's what I'm all about too, having an awesome time, and I'm looking forward to this event in November, most definitely.
I think it's, I look around and I look at like the list of like the former. I don't want to say former women's champions because I mean there's a lot of people that you worked with that weren't champion, but kind of the early day from like ECW to like I guess it would be considered the ruthless aggression era of WWE and all those workers. And there's so many of you that kind of don't get your due, and people don't understand how much you guys put into the business on TV, behind the scenes. People see.
Very true.
Yeah, people see women's wrestling now, and they kind of they group everything together, and I think that's it's unfair to you guys.
No, but one thing I can say on our defense, as far as me not getting, the props that I think I deserve, I think true wrestling fans really understand and they really get what women wrestling is about, and they truly respect and appreciate, what we put into it, our craft and everything. So I just think it's the new generation now. I'm not saying they're not working hard. I mean, I'm sure they are, but I figure my time will come.
Right.
A true wrestling fan knows exactly what Jazz is all about, what Jazz is capable of doing in the ring. So long as they know, because without the fans, there wouldn't be a Jazz. So a writer can't make or break me. In a room, just with a pen and paper in his hand. So I feel a true wrestling fan will always, acknowledge who I am and what I've done for this business.
I saw on a post, it was one of the fans asked Paul Heyman on his Twitter page about you, and they said, it was basically, if you had 5 words to describe Jazz, and his reply was, "She's a beast." And I know he meant that in all respectful way possible.
Oh yes, because he invented the beast. He made me, him and Dreamer. They are so, I always give them props for giving me my first opportunity to show my craft, in this business. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Paulie, most definitely, I had to be a beast in ECW. Hell, I was working all in, so I had to bring it, just as well as they was bringing it. I had to bring it back, and there was this pep talk: do not go out there and treat her like a female. You go out there and you whoop her and Jazz, and you lay that shit in, and you put it on them. So that's what he expected, and that's what we gave him. So actually, I had to learn how to tone it down a tad bit when I got to WWF.
Yeah, I would imagine, because I remember watching you, and I was a lot of the women, they didn't have your physique. You were very muscular. You had a lot of definition.
No fake boobs.
Yeah, your boobs were real. But you were kind of, I think you were undersized. You were a lot of them were a lot taller than you. They were kind of like the bathing suit model type. They learned how to wrestle. You came in, you already knew what to do.
Yeah, and that's because I focused on my craft every day.
Right.
A lot of people just don't know. I was 6 months into training when I did my tryout with ECW. Mm-hmm. So that goes to show you how much time and effort I put into this. I went in ECW green as hell. I had no clue what I was doing, but I had no choice. I was thrown out to the wolves, so I had no choice but to do it and to get it and to understand it. They back there calling spots, boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. And I'm like, what the hell is a boom, boom, bing, bing? But I had to figure it out. I'm like, well, shit, okay. Do I come in on the boom or do I come in on the bing, But it was crazy. I'm serious. It was really, really crazy. But, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, the thing when I remember that a lot of these women were taller is that you still had no problem manhandling them. You would still fling them from one side of the ring to the other.
Yeah, and that's just who I am. My job and who I am is to go in there and let my opponent know. When I look them in the eyes, I'm letting them know that I am not afraid, and you're in my ring. Right. I'm not in yours. You're in mine. And you can take it however, every female can take this however they want to take it. It's not, I can say I'm a badass, or I'm Ronda Rousey or whatever. I'm just saying, it's just when you step in the ring with me, you're in my circle.
Right.
So, and that's just how I was brought in the business. So I just go in there and just do me. That's basically it.
Now, with Jacqueline being inducted into the Hall of Fame this past WrestleMania, do you see
door opener for sure?
Yeah, do you see?
For sure, I do. Okay. I do. I see it, big as day. I see it. My time is coming. See, she paved the way for a lot of things for me. I always put her over as well. She's the first African American WWF champion.
Mm-hmm. Actually, she's the only one.
She's the first African American female going to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So, of course, it's a door opener. So I'm figuring, in the next couple of years, I'm hoping, I'll be there. And if not, my time is coming. I just hope it comes while I'm still on this earth. You know what I mean?
Now, let me ask you about that you brought that up. Her being the first African American women's champion and the first African American female to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. How does it? I mean, why haven't we seen an African American male heavyweight champion?
I don't know. Honestly, with the way they run their company, and this is only my opinion, I just feel they don't know how to market African Americans. They feel like we're only meant to go out there and dance and talk jib and jive and all that. We're not about all that. That's just stereotyping us, I believe. You know what I mean? So if they knew how to really focus on that athlete, because we are athletes just like everyone else.
Right.
But they just don't know how to market us. We're not about just going out there shaking our asses and twerking and all that, because what are you doing with those guys? I forget the name of their team, but I can't stomach it. I can't even watch it, because I think he's just making a totally mockery out of them. It's pathetic.
Oh, you're talking about New Day.
Yeah, New Day. And they're over, but
oh, they're funny.
Are they really over?
They're. Let me tell you something. When they first started their whole gimmick, I hated it. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
But they have worked so hard individually and as a group to do what they're doing. They're fun. They're funny.
Now you see where you're going with this? Now you respect them and you get this. You get the New Day. You get what New Day is all about. In the next 3 to 6 months, they're going to be split up.
Oh, of course. Well, they might be split up once they do this draft.
Yeah, once what's going good, it seems like they don't continue. They don't give us the opportunity to continue what we're growing into, who we're becoming,
right.
What we grow into. Because they killed me when they said they can't find anything for me to do. I'm like, are you shitting me? Really? Real creative, they don't know what to do. I'm like, put me in the ring. I'll tell my own story in the ring. I know how to tell a damn story in the ring.
You unfortunately wrestled during that era where there was a lot of wrestling going on, and then they started getting out of the wrestling.
Yeah, and they told us that we were wrestling too much like men, but our ratings were top. I tell this interview, and every time I do an interview, I tell the same story. Our ratings were higher than some of the men matches.
I believe it.
And not one person in that company can tell you different. You ask any female, any wrestler that was there during my time, the leaders, the Trish, the Ivory, the Jacqueline, our ratings were high. Higher than some of the men matches, but they told us we're wrestling too much like men. And it's like,
yeah.
Wrestling fans wants to see wrestling. You can see a pair of tits after a while. Every pair of tits start looking the same. That's just how I feel.
Well,
that's just how I feel.
Unfortunately, I don't think that with some of the wrestling fans that people have to deal with, a lot of them used to watch it just